5 seconds. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I thank you for giving me an opportunity to say a few words on the motion regarding the food situation in the country. As we know, food is a very important subject unless we pay necessary attention to this problem. In spite of the progress that we may make in other fields, it will take many years for us to tackle the food problem effectively. I am sorry to say that at the beginning, our government paid more attention to industrial development. It was only after there was a shortage of food and droughts occurred that we realized the necessity to increase food production in the country. As one of those persons whose main income is from agriculture, I have to say that we are not helped in the matter we should have been. In this connection, I would like to point out that it is necessary for the agriculturist to have water for his fields. Secondly, he requires fertilizers. Then, after growing food grains, he should have stability of price. These are more or less his main requirements. As a matter of fact, we are not able to irrigate our fields. I would like to draw the attention of the House to the fact that even though I live on the banks of a river, I am not able to draw water from it. I have to depend upon rains for watering my fields. As long as this situation continues, I do not think that we shall be able to solve the problem for a long time to come, unless and until we gear up our irrigation projects to fulfill the promises that we have made to the agriculturists. I think there is no future for the country on this front. I may bring to the notice of the House that as it is today, the agriculturists in my state grow more of cash crops. This is the state of affairs in one of our progressive states. Many other states want to increase the production of food grains, but for lack of water, they are not able to do so. We must realize that water is a must for every field, and unless that is attended to, any amount of appeals here and outside will not work. The second necessity of an agriculturist is fertilizer. So far as this is concerned, I have to point out that it is met only in a small way. There are only a very few fertilizer factories in the country and they have just begun to operate. Then I would like to bring to the notice of the House that the greatest demand of the farmer after he grows food grains is a fair price for his produce. We are aware that we have organizations of industrial workers and others. We have political organizations also. But at the same time, in this country, there is no organization of farmers. The fact of the matter is that their condition has not improved to the extent we want it in this country. All of us know that India is in the rural areas. So it is only fair to point out that unless and until rural India is uplifted, we shall take a long time for development. So I would submit that all the political parties, if they want the rural areas to improve, should see that there are strong organizations of farmers. I would like to point out that I have said again and again in this house that there should be a rural forum for the improvement of the condition of the farmers. Letter from Thiru S. Raghavan, Secretary to Government, Public Works Department, Chennai, to the Chief Engineer, Public Works Department, General, Chennai. Sir, I wish to draw your kind attention to your letter of the 20th ultimo. I am to state that the intention of the government is that the stipulation that the husband and wife, whether in government service or not, should be allowed to be posted at the same place is only an idea which has to be observed as far as possible. However, if in any particular case this cannot be observed for sound administrative reasons, that just cannot be helped in the interest of efficiency. So, in cases as in the Public Works Department, where it has been ordered that officers should not be retained in a station for more than 3 years for purposes of administrative efficiency, it does not mean that an officer shall not be transferred out of the station where he works at present even after he completes his period of service of 3 years merely because his wife is employed in that station. At the same time, if the wife is also a government servant, it will be open to her to approach the concerned department for transfer to the new station to which her husband has been posted. And if such request is made by her, it may be complied with as far as possible. Yours faithfully,